How to make a really cool yarn wig in 2 ways by Edge the Sketch. Sorry about that, that's my bird. So this is my yarn of choice. I'm going to show you how I wrap and cut the yarn to prepare it. This one's made of several different strands, but I'm not going to split it, but that's always an option if you'd like. Here I am wrapping it around my hand, using my hand as a measurement for the bangs. You can always use a book or something similar, something that won't bend preferably. When I think that I've got enough, I'm holding it pinched. I push that edge off to the side and I snip the little one, pull it off to the side so I don't accidentally snip them. And then I cut right in the middle. And that gives me a whole bunch of strands. Here I'm picking up the bottom of the wig cap, putting my hook through. I'm going to yarn over and pull it till it's about halfway pulled through. Well, if I can get the hook through. And now that it's through, we're not going to knot it once, we're going to knot it twice. Now that that's nice and tight, I'm going to draw a line to make sure I know where I'm going and mark it all the way across. Here's me showing that line off. And I'm cutting each layer of bangs just so I can keep track of how I'm styling them, since they are the focal point of the look. I was going to do some ASMR scissor snippies, but I changed my mind, and now this video is a little longer than it needs to be. Oh well. Enjoy me snipping the bangs, I guess. Here's the second row of the bangs complete. And next I'll show off the 4th layer of bangs complete. Now they are pretty much done. They still need a little bit of snipping up, but not bad. And all done. There they are in their purple glory. And here's after a little more snipping and trimming up. Here are the bangs next to me, just for size reference. Hello, it's me. Now we're going to go across the sides of the bottom. I'm going to go up and down, that way I can keep track of where this part is. But this wig cap, it wasn't closed off already, so I'm going to cut it and I'm going to cinch it closed with some yarn. Here it is. And doing it with one hand is hard. Cinched. I'm going to use that leftover yarn to thread through and remind me of where the part is while I'm threading the yarn through. It'll be covered up when we're done anyway. So we're going to just go along the sides of the bottom first and work our way up. It'll make more sense in a minute. Here are the first 2 layers done. An angle from the front. And some time lapse of me working on this wig. Enjoy 30 minutes. Compressed down into like 28 seconds, of course. And welcome back. Here's what I got done during the time lapse. The striping has a really interesting effect, but I thought it would make it easier for you to see in what direction I'm putting the yarn. But now that I've covered up the part, it's time to just do the back of the hair. So I'm going to start on the bottom and try and work my way up in a back and forth motion, covering up that little nodule, is that the word? At the back. And here's where I lost Yarn Chicken. It's a sad day in the Edge of the Sketch household, but I found another yarn, and here's me time-lapsed putting that in. And then afterwards, I believe I'll have some real-time footage so you can see how long it actually takes. And clothing swap, yes. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. That was my bird. And she's done. Here is a quick turnaround of the wig, featuring my messy, messy desk. And here's me wearing the wig. Turned out really good. Really excited about it. It's got kind of a shag look. The second way is you actually crochet the wig cap. I don't have a pattern yet, but I'm thinking of coming out with one. It's just difficult because I crochet each one to fit my head. And I'm not really sure how I could translate it to where other people can size it for their head. But that's how I make most of my bigger wigs. Here's how I put this one on, though. Because it's a wig cap already, I just toss my hair over, gather it up, and flip it back, adjust for the bangs, and I'm wearing it again. It's already back on my head. Here we go. Here's an example of a wig where I crocheted the wig cap. That's what the inside of it looks like. It's basically just a beanie. Except for I crocheted in back loops and front loops interchanging so that I had little areas to tuck the hair into like the wig cap has. Yeah, I'm a little off screen. That's okay. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.